Big D, I grew up around, well, my dad had an old Dodge, and it was the biggest thing. Look, to me, it looked like a great big truck, but it was a big Dodge Ute, and he painted it green, the same mission green he painted the fence. What about you?
Well, my grandfather always had a Ute. He had an old XP, it might have been an XM Ford Falcon Ute, and then he upgraded. He bought himself a brand new HR Holden Ute.
Ooh, fancy.
From Big John's Up.
Big
John's up himself.
Because everyone knows that tune.
Yep.
And talking about tunes and growing up around things, our next lady joining us right now, she grew up around trucks, and we're talking about the biggest trucker chick that we have here in Australia. Love her to death, and she's joining us now. G'day, Jayne. Jayne Denham, how are you feeling?
Hey guys, I'm really good, thank you. Thanks for having me on the show.
Anytime. Now, understand that you've packed your jeans, you've packed your jackets and everything to come to sunny Queensland this weekend. Well, it's a good idea to throw them back in the cupboard because you're going to need your shorts and your singlets and probably your swimmers, I think, because it's very hot up here in Queensland.
Yes, well, I'm just about to leave Sydney and I was like, I wonder what to pack, and then I spoke to you just before we went to air, and here we go. I've just changed my whole packing schedule.
Good idea. And of course, you're heading to Queensland because we have the Convoy for Kids coming up. Tell us a little bit about that, and tell us our listeners where they can catch it all and what's going on.
Oh, look, it's such a wonderful day. If anyone has ever been to Convoy for Kids, it really is a fantastic day. And we have a big convoy that starts in Brizzy, and we end up at Redcliffe Showground, and then we have a big truck show during the day. And then at night, and I'm always in the truck in the convoy, which is lots of fun. The first couple of times I was invited to perform, I'd just fly up and do my thing and get home. And once I sort of really got a concept of what it was all about and how all these truck drivers, basically get together, hundreds of truck drivers together to raise money for sick children. It's just such a wonderful cause, and I'm like, dude, I'm coming up the day before.
I'm doing the
be a part of this. You know, it's fantastic. And this year I'm really excited because it's going to be myself and Travis Sinclair headlining the show at night. So yeah, I hit the stage at 8 o'clock, but it's a full fun family day. So yeah, come on down and check out some trucks and lots of music and heaps of other stuff. So it's a great day.
Well, we snuck onto your website earlier and had a bit of a look through, and it took us to the Brisbane Convoy for Kids, and it shows you all the things that are going on there. So the main gates open like at 10:30 in the morning, and you've got a few different shows going on. One in particular that we sort of noticed there was young Chandler J. He's a young man. I think he's around 11 years old now, I think, something like that. And he's been playing piano, and he's actually performing there about 1:15. And then you've got the high school bands, a few more things. Lana Ross is playing the big fire. What a start for you, hey? They're going to set the fireworks off to enter you onto the stage. What an introduction is that?
Oh, it happens wherever I go, really. No, I'm just joking.
Oh, dear.
No, it's a great day, and as I said, there's entertainment all through the day, like you were saying. So it's worth coming down and bringing the friends and family, and it's a good day out. But also, it's wonderful to raise money for children that are in hospital, and it's great to be a part of something like that.
It's almost cliche, but there's nothing more associated with country music and trucks than Jayne Denham and Travis Sinclair. It must be great to have those two names on the bill for the genuine trucking fans.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've got to be honest, it's really hard to get Travis to do a show. He very, very rarely comes out and does shows. So because he actually is back driving trucks and loves it. So he still does music as well, but not very often will he do many shows. So I was actually really excited when I twisted his arm and said, come on, man, let's do this. Because we have done a lot of shows together, and I honestly have to thank Travis Sinclair for helping me with my career, because he was actually one of the people that saw what I did with my first album when I wrote my first trucking songs, and has encouraged me and mentored me, into the industry. And whenever he couldn't do a show, he'd ring him up and say, get Jayne Denham. She's the chick that does what I do. So I owe a lot to Travis, and to be working together on another show, it's a cracker, trust me. We're as mad as each other.
Oh, that's a good thing.
And do you know, I reckon Addicted to the Diesel was the last trucking song to go to number one in Australia. That's what I reckon.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah.
That is actually true. Yes, correct. It is. And it's one of those songs, I have to say, wherever I go, whenever I play it, it really everyone seems to know it. So it's always a good sign. I'm like, wow, they really do know this song. So it's I'd have to say it's my biggest song I've ever had. So thanks.
Well, we'd like to see the crowd singing back to you the words to Grew Up Round Trucks this weekend. Tell us a little bit about that song.
Yeah, well, I've got a Renegade is the album that Addicted to the Diesel is from, and we decided I had a couple of tracks that were hovering that I hadn't actually finished recording for that album. So ABC, my record company, decided it'd be fun just to chuck me back in the studio, finish those songs off, write a few new ones, and get out there and put our little digital download as extra tracks for Renegade. So, and I got sponsored by another trucking company. Wickham Freight Lines sponsored me about 5 years ago, and now Scuzz Trans Shipping Containers from Brisbane have sponsored me, and we were able to re-record Grew Up Round Trucks. So it's actually a new version of the one off the Renegade album, and we've done a video clip and we've released it to radio, but I actually went back in the studio and re-recorded the vocals, and we sped it up a little bit just to make it a little bit more radio friendly. So that's why we're calling it Grew Up Round Trucks Scuzz Trans version, because it actually is a new one. And the new EP is out now on iTunes, and anyone can grab it. It's called Renegade 2, Rockin' with Ned.
Well, there it is, folks. Everything you need to know about Jayne Denham. But this Saturday is the place to be. If you're going to head along, why not support that? It is a great cause for those sick kids. They're going to be heading off from Heathwood in the western suburbs of Brisbane out towards Ipswich, coming all the way across to the Bayside at beautiful Redcliffe. Fantastic at the showgrounds. Jump on the website, find out about ticket details, but it's for a great cause and you are going to be thoroughly entertained. You have my word.
Sure is. Well, Jayne Denham, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Hopefully we can get a lot of people down to the showgrounds to see you on Saturday. And here she is right now, Jayne Denham and Grew Up Round Trucks.
Thanks, guys. Bye.